Hello YouTube. Today I want to talk about replacing your 560 SL radiator. In the previous video that I did, we were working on the rear seal, but we ran into some problems. So I'm going to put a link to that video down below. That's step one of the so-called rear seal replacement. Maybe you can participate on that. There seems to be some confusion on how things need to be put back in. Anyways, I wanted to be a little faster with my videos and actually like write a script or something, because there's certain things I just want to hit and not just run off like I am right now. I just want to talk about a few things. So I want to do a comparison with radiators, because the price differences are tremendous. You can buy a radiator from anywhere from like what, 150 bucks roughly, brand new, to, I mean, I've seen them as high as 1,000 saying that they're genuine original equipment Mercedes. So when purchasing a new radiator for my SL, the first question that came to mind was, should I buy original equipment? In other words, from Mercedes, if I can get it. I mean, that's what I normally always do. Should I get an original equipment manufacturer, OEM, which is Behr, for example, in this particular instance? There's a history behind all that, but Behr, okay? Or an aftermarket radiator, which was currently in this particular car. So I thought, because the price difference is $150, we'll say, for the cheap one, and $1,000 for the highest, and the Behr roughly around $300 US dollars. We'll go over that in a second. So it kind of lets you know which ones you want to look at, but why would maybe a real cheap one might even be better? Why would that be? So let's take a look. And why does it matter if you're restoring your car? Is a person, does a collector, let's say a collector is going to purchase your 560. I mean, you did a concourse job on it, we'll say, right? But darn it, you couldn't score a radiator, right? You tried, but you couldn't score one. So what should you put in it? Well, all right. Does it matter? Let's take a look. All right, so let's go do a comparison right now on these different ones. Okay, this is an original radiator that came out of a 1986 560 SL radiator, right? I purchased this on eBay this past week. It looks great, but eyes can be deceiving. So I wasn't going to install this without first testing it, so I took it over to Chandler Radiator, where they tested it for free, and it failed miserably, as you can see from this picture right here that I'm going to post up. But I still want to use this as a reference, because this is how they made them back in the day. So let's have a look. Well, to start with, you're going to see that they have these slotted pinch. This is just a pinch to pinch this plastic against this wall right here. There's a gasket behind here, which, if you can get them, you still would have difficulty replacing it. This is where they mostly leak. Matter of fact, as you saw in the picture, this thing leaks. I mean, it leaks everywhere along this. So the problem is that every time that you bend this, even if you could get a new gasket, when you bend this, it weakens this. It's just, there's no surface area here, so it weakens this. These things stretch, and then therefore don't make a great connection anymore. So it's stupid to try to repair these, because it's not going to last anyway. So you're probably just better off using it for what it is, which is scrap metal at this point. But this is how they made them, okay? This is the way they made these particular radiators. But there's some distinctive things about this radiator that I want to point out. Now, an original radiator, as you can see, has the original logo. The original would have a sticker right? And then clearly identify the Behr name. All right. So other than that, this thing has no other markings. The plastic has no markings. There's no logos. There's nothing like that that actually identify this as Mercedes, except for this top cover plate. Okay? The construction of that cover plate, however, appears to be soldered directly on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. There's no way for me to light that up, really. I didn't bring a flashlight. But it's part of the outside frame. Okay? Now let's look at a brand new radiator that I purchased 2 weeks ago. That's labeled as genuine original Mercedes. In fact, when it arrived, it came with all these stickers on the outside of the box, right? It's beautiful. The construction is identical in every way that I can see, right? It has the correct 8mm tabs which hold your transmission lines. Same pinch construction, same sidewalls. Gosh, they must mass produce these a billion. One difference that I saw was that this cap is actually just a rollover. I don't know if you can see that. I'll snapshot this as I go, and I'll blow that up and put it over here so you can see what I'm talking about. The top is just bent over, which tells me they could probably put any top on this that they want. But what really troubled me the most when I received this radiator, though, wasn't the fact that that top could be exchanged for any top. Is the fact that the top that I got doesn't identify it as being a Mercedes whatsoever. There are no stamps, no logo, doesn't say Behr. Matter of fact, anyone could have made this radiator. I have looked everywhere. There is absolutely nothing that identifies this as genuine Mercedes. So if you were to put this in your car and say, hey, that's a genuine Mercedes, who's going to believe you? All right, now, I did find, however, that stamp, miscellaneous 2340. That's interesting. And this number, 191108004. Research either one of those numbers and come up nothing on Google. I have no idea who really manufactured this radiator. My guess is that Mercedes, if it truly came from Mercedes, is that they just go to the lowest bid or whatever they do for that particular year when it comes to these parts. Okay? Now let's look at an aftermarket radiator that I recently took out of my 560 SL. Now, the first thing is that, to me, it feels heavier. Do you notice these rods? You don't see those rods here. Okay? That helps hold the construction down, I guess, probably, but either way, I'm just showing you the differences. Another difference that there is that this has a single tab, maybe, construction. It looks like it's slotted, but slotted in a different way. I don't know if this can be repaired as easily either. Okay, so let's say it can't be repaired. This does not leak. What's wrong with it is right here. See where that broke? It's just, it broke. You know, and the seal's going to end up breaking, and you know, it's not original anyways. So now the question is, what should I do? So this, it failed. Now that's going to cost me because I got to send it back to the guy. The guy wants it back. I don't get it. He thinks his guy, he says his guy can probably fix it. Well, it's not worth the cost in shipping. So, but you know, whatever. I'm the one who got screwed there. That's all. That's how that works. Now, this one, genuine Mercedes. This one cost me like $250 plus the shipping back, so it's about 300 bucks. But the guy's gonna give me my money back, so I'm out total shipping, whatever that costs. Okay? I mean, he should know. He told, but he didn't tell me. He says it shouldn't cost much. Well, he sent it to me. I don't know why you don't know. But anyway, this cost me, let's see, how much did this baby cost? This cost me $642. I'm going to post the prices right here of the different products. The Behr Premium, this one here, the one that I purchased, this genuine Mercedes, and then their aftermarket. Now, the reason why I'm putting their aftermarket on there is to give you a price comparison. Obviously, the construction is not the same. It has the same pinched edges, according to the pictures, as the Behr and the genuine Mercedes. It too will not be labeled, most likely, and it will probably have the same top, most likely. That's why I feel like the genuine Mercedes really is no better, really, than the cheap $158.33 one. Probably. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I mean, this one might be a better fit, right? It's an exact fit because it's got the screw holes. But, you know, you can't sell that. So, the winner here for me is Behr. And even though I don't have one here. Only because Behr is a name everyone knows. They've been around forever and a day. You know that was what was originally put into your car. And to me, it's probably better than this Mercedes. That's my opinion. Now I'm stuck. Like I said, I paid $642. I got to send it back to him. Right? What's that going to cost? 65 bucks? So I would be out to 65 bucks, then I'd still have to buy the $311 one, so I'm almost at 400 already. Right? I mean, hey, I got a Mercedes sticker. So maybe I'll negotiate with them and just swap me out. That's what we'll try to do that. All of them, including the cheapest $158.33 one, come with a 2-year warranty. So if it's warranty you're looking for, I bet you they're all the same. That's how I feel about it. I think they're simply the same. The only difference is the stickers on the box. Right? The stickers on the box. The Behr, I don't think that the top plate is even stamped anymore. I don't know if anybody out there knows if they've recently purchased one. If it's stamped, that makes it even that much better. I would give it even a 5-star in that particular point. So, to me, this radiator right here is not worth twice the cost. And that's my opinion. So, hey, I plan on doing a Facebook Live. Right? I plan on doing a Facebook Live when we start this car for the first time. I haven't started this since 2008. If you just go to my Facebook page, you know, eventually, I'm going to be starting this. I'm going to start it. We're going to get a radiator in here. We're going to find something to put in here. I think I'm going to be stuck with the so-called genuine Mercedes. You know, that's what I might be stuck with. It is identical in every way. It just does not have the stamp. So, you know, what's that? It's going to cost me either way. I don't think a collector cares. I think a collector, even if you had this concourse ready, a collector doesn't care. He really doesn't care. He'd probably rather have the one that says Behr than the one that says nothing at all in your little sticker in your folder. That's how I feel about it. That's my 2 cents, guys. Hey, I'm going to be putting in that rear seal. Trust me, I'm going to get it done, but we might be starting with the steering box first. because everything came in for the steering box. And I'm pretty much ready to go on that. So I might get started on that probably first thing in the morning. All right.